Hi, this is Lee Thurburn, and in this video we're going to create an account with the Lease Intelligence module and process a lease, and then show you the feedback loop that allows you to train the agents. After you've created an account, you log in, click on Premium Modules, and then click on Activate. Come to the Lease Intelligence System, scroll down, click on Start Your 7-Day Trial Period. Now, while you're waiting, it takes about 30 seconds, 20 seconds. The system is creating all of the agents and processes in the background. Now it's done. So your 7-day trial has started. The first thing that you should do is over on the left side, the left column, go to the overview, read the overview, go to Quick Start. It'll require you click the Activate Lease again. Go back to Quick Start. You can see, read the Quick Start, read the tips and training section, then go to Lease Reviews. There are none because you've just created your account. So you're going to want to create a lease review. We're creating a lease for the White House, Donald Trump, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. He's a tenant. This is the lease type is office, and we're just going to call this a test. I'll click Create Review, and now what happens is you land on a projects page. That projects can do things other than leases, but this is now configured for a lease. You'll see three columns. The left column is the project document panel. The right column is the lease agent review panel. And then the center column is where the action happens. You'll see that no lease is currently selected. We have not yet uploaded a lease. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to load a lease. I'm going to go ahead and go the White House lease, and we're going to go browse, and I'm going to grab a lease that I use for testing and demo and upload the lease. It'll take just a second. Now I'm uploading a text file. You can also upload Microsoft Word documents, but you do have to convert those to text files. That's for a different video. So we're going to select this lease as the active lease, and you'll notice now it says the White House lease is active. And we're actually going to want to operate on the lease, so we're going to check the box. And now over on the right hand side, we're going to run the lease review panel. So there's a number of things here that you could do. You could do a multi-lease comparison. We don't have two leases. We're not doing that. You get 5 standard reviews. You get 10 or 1 deep review, and those are provided by us to you at no charge. And then you can have an unlimited number of quick reviews if you have enough tokens. Now the quick reviews will cost anywhere between 15 or 20,000 tokens up to a couple 100,000 tokens, depending upon the length of the lease. If it's a very simple lease, it might be 30, 40,000, 50,000 tokens. If it's a complex lease like this one, it could be a couple 100,000 tokens. So we're going to go ahead and click Review Mode Quick. Now, I want to show you, this is the panel of lease agents. There's an agent for clause extraction, for risk generalist, economics terms analyst, construction and TIA specialist, legal risk allocation specialist, and a negotiation specialist. You'll see that each one of these has a model like GPT-4 Mini. Here, this one's GPT-5 Mini. You can change the model by changing among the different available models. I'm just going to click the Save Model Selection, and that'll bring us back to where we're at. So you can change the models, but our default model configuration is probably the most efficient. But if you have more complex leases, you may want to choose higher level models, which have greater reasoning power. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to click the quick review mode, and you're going to see that that's just going to choose 2 of the agents. So this is like assigning 2 different agents or 2 different attorneys with specializations to review the document. I'll come down to the bottom, click Run Lease Agent Panel. Oh, I have to select a lease. Come back over here. My messing around, I didn't select that. Okay, now I'm going to click Run Lease Agent Panel. And this is going to take about 120 seconds. You'll see that there is now a note that the system is running an analysis, and you'll see the elapsed time down here. Okay, different leases of different lengths take different amounts of time. So I'm just going to pause and come back at 120 seconds. Okay, it was 130 seconds and now the review has completed. And you'll see here in the center section the printout of the review. Now, we're going to generate over on the right-hand column. I'm going to go back over to the right-hand column and scroll down. We're going to generate a final report. This will take about 15 to 20 seconds. So we're going to let this run and be back in about 15 to 20 seconds. Well, that was faster. The final report is done. It took about 10 seconds. But you'll notice that there's a lot more content in this center column because a report has been generated. But you don't have to look at it in the column because a nicely formatted report exists. I click on the final report, and this is a product that you could deliver to a client or give to an attorney in your office to complete the process. This report shows you a number of things. What I'm going to focus on is I want to call your attention as we go through the report to this button that says Improve This Report section. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to actually get to the Lease Risk Generalist report. It says Improve the section, but each one of the items has an Improve This item. So as you're going through the report, you may come down here to the default and cure terms. You may read the information and you may say, you know what, we standardize on 60 days. So you're going to want to improve this section so the next time the system reviews a lease, it doesn't come back with 30 days, it comes back with 60 days. So we're going to click Improve This item. And this is the Lease Improvement, the Lease Intelligent Improvement tool. So it starts off, number one, with the current section, and then comes down to the relevant lease language. This is the section of the lease that it read and then generated the suggested language. So you're going to see right here it has suggested language. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the suggested language, which we want to change, and we're going to put it down here, and we're going to change this to 60 days. And now this is going to be our explanation. We're going to come, that's going to be our suggested output. And then we're going to come down here and say, we want to. All right, so I'm just putting in some language. So here's what's going to go on behind the scenes. You're going to send to the system an update on how the language should have been delivered. And you're going to give it an explanation because the AI is going to generate a knowledge base item that's going to be inserted in the knowledge base for lease reviews, and it's going to reference this item when it comes to cure sections in the future. And so what you're doing is you're training it on how you want it to deal with cure sections when it's reviewing leases. So we're going to add that explanation, that language change, and then explanation. We're going to come down and click Generate System Improvement, and we're going to wait for that to finish running, which will take probably about 20 to 30 seconds. And that was about somewhere between 20 and 30 seconds. Okay, so now we've generated the Lease KB Knowledge Base Improvement. Now, what it's going to do is going to show you the original correction context, the relevant lease language, the ideal language. Notice your ideal language has 60 days instead of the 30 days. And the logic is that you want to standardize. So what it's doing is proposing a knowledge base item. Default and cure require distinct notice cure periods. This is a red line standard. Default cure monetary, these are keywords. And then it's going to come and give the content specifics. And this is what the system has created in the way of justification and guidance for the system to use in the future. And you'll see it's saying 60 days is the language that it wants to use. So we're going to go ahead and insert this into the lease knowledge base. Now it is inserted, and we're going to come down and we're going to test this improvement. And the system is now going to show you a side-by-side before and after comparison of how it would have approached that the cure provision in the future because of the change that you initiated. So you can read through this, but I want to call your attention right here. So the original report item had non-monetary defaults shall be cured within 30 days, and the recommended, let's see, here we go, here we go. What changed? The knowledge base requires the standardized 60 days. And let's see here, updated analysis. Did the knowledge base item correct the original issue? Yes. Okay, so standard, monetary cure standard, 60-day. So what you've got now is the system has done what you've asked it to do. Relevant lease language, your ideal corrected language. So this is your ideal corrected output, shall be cured within 60 days. And you have now just educated your lease agents, your AI that goes through leases and gives recommendations. You've just educated it. It's now trained and getting closer to being the perfect review and analysis support tool for your shop. I hope this has made you excited, because I think it's pretty exciting. You now can train your lease agent to do exactly the way you want it to do, think exactly the way you want it to think when it's helping you analyze and review leases. All right, that's it for this video. Have fun playing with it.